Yeah, just nothing on my mind. Just riding, doing my rounds, checking on my work and all that. Yeah, nothing really. It's just I'm a little irritated because there's Aerox who parked next to me at the restaurant. Was parked so damn close that he yeah, I'm sensitive to these things. Don't judge me. I don't know, maybe most bikers are, who really look after their bikes. You know, they touched my mirrors and kind of moved it around when they banged on the mirror. You know, I mean, I don't know. I lived in Thailand. Yeah, it's the same situation over there. You know, where all these underbones would cluster and park and like don't give a shit about the bikes next to them. They just scratch everything. I don't like that. You know, that's not respectful of other people's properties, you know what I mean? And that's also the same here, unfortunately. Like all these scooters, underbones would like cluster in the parking lots, and the security guards and mall managements don't give a shit. You know, but and then especially if like you have a brand new motorcycle, a scooter, like an NMAX, like right there. You park in a mall, and the next thing you know, you come back, there's like scratch on your the side panels of your bike, and you know you've been taking care of the bike with care and love and passion, and some son of a bitch like decides to like you know, just pull out his bike or go into the parking slot next to you and scratch your bike with his helmet, his zippers, or whatever, and maybe even his side mirror. And he doesn't give a shit, you know. That's what really irks me, you know. I mean, geez, people. I mean, park far enough that you don't have to trouble yourself like squeezing through the gaps. And I'm thankful that a lot of malls nowadays here in the Philippines, like SM and Ayala malls, well, mostly Ayala malls anyway, they actually give car slots to bikes that are above 400cc. A minimum 400cc, you know. Yeah, if you get a bigger bike, it's a lot more expensive. A lot more attention and care has to be observed with these bigger motorcycles. I'm not talking down on like, oh, my bike is better than your bike, you know, in terms of cc. It's just, come on, man. Gotta respect other people's properties. And another thing that irks me the most here in the Philippines, and a lot of bikers share this sentiment, is that they have to watch their bikes every time they go somewhere. They have to watch their bikes like a hawk, because you know, like these people, they don't know they don't know anything about like private boundaries or etiquette when it comes to these things. They see a nice looking bike, it's like, oh, I like this bike, you know, let's sit on it, let's take pictures. And I remember seeing a lot of this in the conventions, especially when we went to Legazpi. There's this Harley group that parked along the road in front of the basically it was designated for parking for the bikes at the convention in Legazpi, and all these shiny new well-maintained Harley Davidsons were parked there. And sure enough, the public came in and they literally took turns like sitting on the bikes with all their jewelry, wristwatch and rings, you know, posing and scratching the tanks and everything, you know, without a care in the world of how much it's not cool to do that. I remember when I had my CBR 150, I parked it, you know, I took care of that bike because I liked the look of that bike and I loved that bike. You know, I parked it at Dunkin' Donuts where my guys and I were having a meeting, and the security guard himself or herself took the liberty and like straightened out my passenger foot peg so she can rest her foot on it, you know. And I went out after the meeting was done. I still saw her like just resting her foot, using my foot peg as a footrest. And I was like, could you please put your foot down? And look at that kamote. 3 people on a motorcycle. Kamote. Yeah. Anyways, back to that security guard. You know, I'm like, could you remove your foot from my rear passenger foot peg? And she's like, oh well, yeah, because your foot peg is very, very comfortable. And I'm like, in my head, that's no excuse. What the f, you know? So yeah, that kind of mentality persists here in the Philippines, unfortunately. And you know, at least at the very least, I'm very thankful that Ayala malls like provide parking for big bikes, and certain SM malls in certain cities actually provide parking for big bikes. You know, it's just, I wish people will catch on to this. You know, it's not, I know we're mostly the Philippines is a predominantly like 90% Christian. You know, whatever happened to following that commandment, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods? You know what I'm saying? Like freaking like sitting on it, scratching it and all that. I mean, come on, man, respect other people's properties. I mean, I don't go to your freaking pickup truck and like open a door and sit in it and be like, oh, nindute ni bay, pila ni siya, pila ka sisi ni siya, oh, you know, that kind of sorry, it's just a lot of bikers here share what I'm feeling, you know. It's just fucking annoying. Anyways, you know, it's just, I went out to eat, I'm doing my rounds, and there's Aerox parked too close next to me, and sure enough, they decided to go in between my bike and their Aerox when clearly there was nobody else parked beside them, not even a car, you know, to the right of their bike. Anyway, they could have gone that way and not hit my motorcycle, not hit my mirror. So yeah, I did the same thing back. You know, you gotta follow, you gotta be a Christian about these things. You gotta follow the golden rule, treat others like the way you want to be treated. So I went back to my bike, I went in between my bike and their bike, and yep, sure enough, I banged their mirror. Alright, it's better to give than to receive. And yeah, the other thing that grinds my bones is like people like going up to my bike and just touching it without permission, you know. It's like, oh, nice bike, touch, 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 and they have a ring, they might even scratch the tank, you know. Fuck that shit. I mean, come on, man, just keep your hands to yourself and not touch anything. It's like, you know, we bikers, we treat our bikes like our wives or girlfriends, you know. Well, sort of. Go, sniper, go. I mean, it's cool if, you know, you're a friend of mine and we're in the same group and you ride too, you know, and we're pretty close. Then yeah, sure, you can like sit on my bike and all that, but because I know that when you do so, you'd sit on it properly, you know. You'd handle the bike with care. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're just some random stranger who just decides, oh, I like your bike, touch, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck, who are you? You don't do that, man. I don't do that to people's cars.
We don't do that here.
You don't go open their door and sit in the freaking driver's seat and be like, oh, nice car, bro. Nice car, man. And the guy, yeah, obviously the guy would be like, who the fuck are you? Get off my car, you know, that kind of reaction. And that's the same thing that enters our minds as riders here in the Philippines. You know, we park somewhere as a group and some random guy and his friends be like, ooh, nice bike. And they without even asking any permission, they swing their leg over an expensive motorcycle, or even a small motorcycle, even an underbone that's well taken care of, well loved by the owner. I mean, come on, man. Ask permission before you do things with someone else's motorcycle. Because I know, and I've seen this before and I've heard about it too, that if you do this outside, elsewhere in other cultures, you get the shit knocked out of you.
Before. Don't ever sit on another man's bike, asshole.
I mean, that's really disrespecting someone's property already, you know? You're trespassing. That's what it is. It's, yeah, anyways, that's all I have today. Just got irritated by that freaking black Aerox, and sure enough, the guy was a kamote. Him and his girlfriend didn't wear any helmets, wore slippers, and just wore shorts and shirts. Yeah, anyways, that's all I have to read today. I'm here in my shop, and I'm gonna go check on things. Oh, it's noon at the restaurant. Okay, Squido. Got no helmet and shit. And there's broken glass on the road. Anyways, that's all I have for you tonight, my ninjas. Just talking a bunch of bull crap that I experience on a daily basis as a writer here in the Philippines. Sometimes you're just tempted to smack the shit out of individuals that I described. You know, it's just yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to hear you today. Have a good night. Have a safe ride. And peace out, my ninjas. Yeehaw.